but I think this is what I'm going to entertain myself in the next few hours. We are... do we have a pick? I've got everything. But as far as picking where we go, I'm always indecisive. New England Mountains is the latest one. I haven't really explored much about the New England Mountains, but we did find a castle, or the ruins of a castle. I shouldn't call it a castle. It had stonework foundations, but it really was just a huge party house. When was it? 1800s? 1900s? It was a rich lady who basically rose to fame and fortune by being famous and rich. I forget the story too much, but she partied it all away with the rich and elite of New York, and then she went on vacation, became a reborn Christian, and when she came back, her whole previous life and all of her belongings had basically been trashed by the local. All the youth had basically used her party house as a party house, and all that's left of it to this day is the foundations. The house itself is completely gone. Hirschfelden has some gorgeous castles. That's Austria, I think, Hirschfelden. I think it's on the border of Austria. Not sure. It's in that region though. Leighton Lake. If we grind for money, if I just brain off mindless score hunt and money hunt, it's gonna be in Russia, because there's... oh no, the daily quests have changed, haven't they? But we also have Africa. Park Fernando.
Hello there.
Where's Park Fernando? Is that in Pentagonian Steppe meets the balmy southern beach forest? Is that... also the B, but I never remember it. Morning Darkness is raiding with a party of 77 people. Holy cow. Wait. Oh no, my thing messed up. It's meant to say that when it's number 69, but it's 77 and it just said nice. 69's the nice number. I'll have to look at that a bit later. How are you doing? Flux Time, Morning Darkness, Decor, welcome back. Tasty Mystery Meat. How is everyone doing? We're just about to go sightseeing for a little while, but I'm going to be taking a very quick break.
Not reading that out loud. As innocent as that probably is, I don't think I can... What? Seriously?
What?
Yeah, nicely done. What? Dude, go to bed so that we can... Decor? Stop throwing your meat on my face. Go to bed.
Rude.
You heard that, chat. She wants it lights out so you can't see what goes on.
Oh my...
We're attending the bird court now. Decor, what do you have to say for yourself? Defendant to the stand. How do you stand? How do you stand? How do you plead? I did check the template, and thank you for that notification, Doc, as well. I was playing Smallland. I've actually seen a bit of Smallland. I think it was Abyssa was playing it the other day. And completely flew under my radar. But it doesn't look too bad. Like, it took kind of some parts of Valheim and some parts of Grounded, and sounds like it's been in development for a lot longer than Grounded ever was too. Which is saying something considering wasn't Grounded announced in 2018? But it doesn't look too bad. I'm actually really surprised it flew under my radar until I saw someone streaming it the other day. I'm in the same boat. Want Smallland, but actually can't afford it. I can't afford anything at the moment. But it's fine. I've got a back catalogue the size of a nation at this point. I'm not hurting for games to play. It's just that the new shiny thing keeps coming out, and I want the new shiny thing. Wolf Knight, welcome in. Not getting bonus points because you're dyslexic, and you're in good company here. I struggled to read a bunch of numbers the other day. It took me a good few hours to actually get the numbers in the right order. What was that on No Man's Sky? There was a log report from Entity we'll just make up numbers for the sake of the point, but it was like 1982 or something, and I kept saying 1829, and I could not for the life of me actually read it properly. For a whole hour, I kept finding logs from this entity number, and just couldn't get it right. Not a single time. I heard that Epic Games has it on sale for like $7. That would actually be worthwhile. If you do have an Epic Games account, that would be worth looking into. Let's keep having a look. Alright, we were picking a location to go sightsee. We'll just have a quick scroll through. If anything takes anyone's fancy, let me know. But we have the starting 2 districts, which are massive, by the way. Hirschfelden, Leighton Lake. Hirschfelden is, we'll call it Germany. Hirschfelden's in Germany. Full of tiny little deer and boar and lots of cornfields. And Leighton Lake is in North America. I think that's on the west side of the nation. You've got Medved Tiger National Park in Russia. Virunga Savanna in Africa. Don't know where actually. Southern African woodlands. There you go. Each of them have their own unique animals we can go sightsee too. You did a giveaway for Small Land tonight. Oh, there you go, I missed out. I probably will look a bit more into it before I decide if I do grab it or not though. I get very cautious with multiplayer games that don't have the backbone. It sounds very rude, I know, but I like to give games a chance, especially if they have that solo play element there, because I'm way more of a solo player than I ever was an online player. And that's where I get a lot of fear about games like Grounded especially, that seem based on that cooperative experience. When, even in Grounded's case, where they sort of just fall into the wayside over time, surprisingly quickly, and you don't really find many people playing them other than like on and off for a series or something if they're streaming it. But I want to look more into it because it does look very interesting, and if it does have that solo play element there where you can just go in and mess around and do stuff on your own, I probably will end up picking it up. It's one of the sad reasons I kind of stopped playing Valheim as much too, is because if I play Valheim solo I did like 5 copper grinds in the same week on a perma, it was a perma rogue run style thing. 5 copper grinds. If not in a week, in a fortnight. And I just couldn't do it. I snapped. I couldn't do solo Valheim content anymore. Even if I come up with all these crazy, stupid things to do, I can't bring myself to do solo Valheim, and it's kind of killed the game for me in a sad way. I'm still happy to play this cooperatively, like if there's community servers and stuff going, it's still great fun with people. But I'm, first and foremost, I think I'm there for the people more than the game at this point. As fun as it still is. And no matter how gimmicky I make my runs, I think so fondly back to the no craft run, which I never beat. I think so fondly back to the idea of the no map run, which sounds amazing as a challenge. And I still just can't bring myself. I load the game up solo and it's like, yeah, but I could just play other games. So I'm very wary about those social cooperative focused games, but I'll definitely be giving it much more of a look. Grounded? I need to give Grounded another go personally, but more to the point that as far as staying on the radar of games people play, it has sort of fallen to the wayside. But I absolutely do want to give it another go myself, because I found out parry is a mechanic. I only played it for about 40 or so hours cooperatively, and then the group fell apart because of other reasons. And I found out after the fact that you could parry, and just hard blocking was not the mechanic. You don't want a hard block because that takes health and stamina. You parry, and I think it only takes stamina. So I want to go back in now and try and fight a wolf spider. That's my only goal of the game of Grounded at the moment, is just go in there, fight a spider, run away. That's it. I'll probably uninstall the game the moment I fight a wolf spider successfully. And that's, I think, part of my problem with that. Is on a completely different thing. I like building houses and I like building homes, and there's not enough clutter and Grounded to keep me entertained in the building. You can even put it on friendly mode so things don't attack you. Is that in Small Land? Were you on the copper grind? It was one too many. The rogue run on itself was fun. I still have all the characters and I still have all of the maps from all of my solo runs. About 20 solo runs I did back in the day. 7 of them being perma runs, I think. But I kept all the maps because I wanted to chronologue. I wanted to keep them as like a memoir of all the times I played the game and all the stories I made playing the game. But I just can't bring myself to do it solo. It's fine if if we go out as a group and hunt trolls. That's so much more fun to me than thinking about getting troll armor, to go into the Black Forest, to get copper, to get tin, to get it's just not there for me anymore. Still a fun game. And I do still play it. We have the Sunday run with Jonathan Raymaker, and lately I've been very, very slack on it, but we're meant to have Shield Maidens of Third Fairy every Friday as well. I punched your way through the game. Someone gifted Valheim to you on Steam. Love them for that. It is a gorgeous game. Having just recently come to Xbox, it's got a new surge in popularity too, which is nice. Died 4 times in a row? Death by boar? Oh no. Told false info, both Epic and Steam have Small Land for $22.50 USD. It's still not a lot, but I'm just gonna sit on it for a little while, I think. I might wait till the Steam... We have the spring sale just finished. The Easter sale's coming up soon. You built a mushroom castle in the sky in Grounded. I want to see that. That sounds impressive as heck. Died a 5th time drowning right as you got to shore. Stuff is still in the water to this day, right there on the shore? Not enough clutter? Not for my tastes. I'll have to show you guys some of my Fallout worlds. Actually, should we segue over to Fallout? Not 76, it would be Fallout 4, but... No, we'll stick with this. I just want to chill and go hiking tonight. But, yeah, when I say clutter, I mean like trash everywhere. I don't mean like, oh, you can just pack the room with stuff. I mean like, there's no decorative pieces that have no meaning other than to just flavor the room. I have a tanning rack. My Fallout base, I think, is... my Fallout base is smaller than my bedroom. My bedroom is 3x4 with an inbuilt cupboard sticking out of the wall. So it's slightly smaller than 3x4, my room. I think my Fallout 4 base is like 2x3. And I have fit 3 workbenches into that space. I've got a ton of containers in the same area. There's a tanning rack just outside with a leather bench on the inside next to the armory stand. Like, when I say clutter, I mean holy shit, you can barely move. And there's just not enough variety to the building as far as I've got, at least, in Grounded, to keep me glued to the creativity of designing a room that feels lived in. It's a room that's functional. And that doesn't drag me in, sadly. Welcome in, Shahusho. Oh my good lord, did your message disappear in the time I had a mini rant? Welcome in, I hope you're doing well. You drowned on land in Valheim. You need to pass out, have a great stream. Thank you for bringing everyone in, and I hope you had a great stream. Oh, we have a board dance. Get one of those. It's stuffed insects. Yeah, that would be clutter, but it's a piece of clutter. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break though. I am gonna pick a reserve. We have a lot to go to. Silver Ridge Peaks is somewhere up in the Midwest, I believe. Southern Rocky Mountains, Silver Ridge Peaks. Blah, 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 blah. Somewhere over there. Tiawara is New Zealand. Should we go to Tiawara? Rancho del Arroyo, Mississippi. Reventuli Coast is in Finland. Actually, Finland would be great. That actually has proper hiking trails. let's head over to Finland. And I'll take a quick break. Hopefully, he'll figure out how to develop hiccups in the next 10 minutes and come back not feeling so weighed down by this rice. Oh, my doggy's out. Where are you? Pippin? Hello. Your eyes are terrifying in the light. There you go. I'm gonna take a quick break, Pippin, so don't get yourself into too much trouble. It is almost midnight. What I'm gonna do is probably... We'll put it to 3 or... We'll put it to 4 in the morning, actually. 4:30. Bed. We'll go watch the sunset. Sunset? At 4:30 in the morning? Whee! Sunrise. It'll be coming out over that. Did they get east and west backwards, or is it just the fog and the mist is lit up more than the sky itself? I think right here. Sun should rise just over the treetops over here, maybe a little bit further that way. But I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully not for too long. I feel terribly bloated after that rice, so give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Those are some nice tracks. Want to follow them?
Welcome back. Who has access to streaming channel? Oh, hello, birds in my ear. I don't think we have any. Megabug keeps burning you. I'll have to spot you a couple of Ultra Balls. I've got more than enough Ultra Balls to spare. Not quite sunrise just yet. 5 in the morning. I wish I lived in a place like this. This game makes me envious of people even more remote than I am. I'm not super remote, but I am grateful for how far away from city life even I am. And this game makes me so envious of people that just live in it. Imagine, like, if I... Yep. I can see Pip, but the dog barker's over there. You've got a friend. I know waking up early in the morning is good for you. Being out during sunrise, seeing the sunrise is always good for you. Being able to see the sunrise these days is a privilege. But imagine waking up here. Like, if I lived here, getting up at 5 in the morning would be, like, something I would be motivated to do. This is gorgeous. This is the sort of stuff... Of course, the game is cherry-picking beautiful locations, I get that, but these locations are real. I mean, the game is based on real locations, but I mean, like, I've been to places that look this gorgeous. I just don't live there. That's my lament. I'm lamenting the fact I don't live there. They're all like half-hour to an hour away. Even then, I don't live near any mountain ranges. I don't live near snow. I don't live near lakes or rivers. There's certain aspects that I don't have. I can get close to something this gorgeous, though. In the future and still no flying cars? Give it another year or two. I saw a rocket land last year. First time in my life I saw a rocket land. That stuff was sci-fi 20 years ago. Rockets just landing on planets? Turbine first was like... That was the Jetsons. That wasn't reality. We're getting there. Flying cars might be the next decade or so at this rate. They may not. We don't know. I like to imagine. 10 years ago, like I say, 10 years ago, it was things like the Jetsons and Futurama. It was all sci-fi. Nice for a holiday, but you like the city you live in? I like visiting cities, but I suppose I would have to go to more cities than my closest one, but that's nightmarish. So far, experience, fun for a day. It has a lot of things to do, though. Things in the city are fun. And I will admit, driving in the city, you get to take your nice people club. In the country, you have to be polite. Everyone is super kind and patient and gives way, and in the city, it's gloves off. Gotta be ready to go. Green light, go, go, go. Truck's gonna rear-end you. It's not that bad, but you don't get told off for flooring it out of an intersection when the green lights go in a city. It's just the standard. The faster you go, the better of a driver you are, because you're out of everyone else's way. Not a big city, only 200,000 people. Damn. I suppose that isn't massive, all things considered. What's my city? I think my city is in millions, but I don't know how many. Where are we, by the way? I think I've gone the exact opposite direction I was meant to head. Let's head to the west. As much as I do want to see the sunrise, it'll be behind us for now. Tika, welcome in. How are you doing? Where you live isn't that beautiful, but it's just as quiet. I actually think the memory for this game, despite it getting loud at points and the dialogue getting very loud, I think I turn on slightly quiet for this game so that we can hear the wildlife a bit better. It does mean that when the guy comes on the radio, it's a bit loud though, I do apologize. That's 201,000 more humans than you can handle. You're good? Just stuck at work? I hope you're having a lovely day. Work aside, I hope you're having a lovely day. I don't know what trek well, I mean, safe to bet I was on the white hiking trail here. But as far as what my goal was, trying to remember. We've got boats across there, we've got another boat to that island, and I assume... Actually, I wonder if that goes to the north. I need to figure out where I want to go. If we're on the white trail, that could lead us to this camp over here. I don't know what that is. Looks like a little outpost of some kind. What we might do... We might take the boat over here, and we'll head north along this hiking... or if this is a hiking trail. I want to take this outpost and this outpost before heading back east along some trail back to the main camp, which I think is that one here. Revontuli Leary. My Finnish is not that great. Please correct me if I get anything terribly wrong. But we'll be westbound to the boat for now, I think is my plan. We'll go find out what that outpost is to the northeast, northwest. Words be hard. Words do be hard. I like this game. I don't have to read. Things get spoken to me, and I just have to listen. You get to soak in all the scenery with your eyes, and when the radio man pops on to tell you about trivia of the land or the animals, no reading involved. Can't possibly fudge a single sentence. So we have... fishing. That's right! These guys made a completely separately released fishing game. I forgot that was a thing. Whatever happened to Call of the Fisherman? Store page. Call of the Wild, the Angler. Mixed reviews, released August 2022. It's already out. comes an open-world fishing experience. Relax and unwind at your favorite spot or explore the beautiful great outdoors with friends as you embark upon the journey to become a master angler. See, I do kind of get why it's a standalone title. Because fishing mechanics, there's only so many buttons on a keyboard. And when we're using a quarter of the keyboard for the hunting and the photography and for the menu navigation and all that sort of stuff, when you add in setups, bait, when you add in
Back
everything to do
again.
with fishing...
And you? For a grand reopening, I assume.
I demand all of seeds, board rain, board brunch, board brunch, board brunch, board brunch.
Hello, narrator from Stanley Parable. Welcome back. I forget he's there every time. Hey, Blue, how you doing? Demand all of the seeds. I think... Do we have modifier? There it is. Does that work the same as yours? It kinda does! I can put the feed me finger. I know it's the thinking emoji finger, but I call it the feed me finger. Put food there. Nom. Apparently, though, mixed reviews for the Call of the Wild, the Angler. 0.2 hours. We might take that one with a grain of salt. This one, however, 115 hours on record. Not a simulation. Too arcadey. Landing fish is not seamless. Screen goes black. Releasing fish has no animation. No trophies to display. Only way to reset time is to completely exit the game and go back to new. Day slips to night too quickly. Not a failure necessarily, but needs tons of work to make it playable long term. Now I'm just... I guess if they've changed the way the world mechanics work, that would also be another reason to be standalone, but why they would, I don't know. It takes... what is it? Every hour is 4 in-game hours in Hunter Call of the Wild, which means that a full day is 4, 8, 12, so that's 6 hours per full rotation of day-night cycle in Hunter Call of the Wild. I mean, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't go for a longer time, especially if you have the option to manually change the time of day. This game, hang on here, 9 hours, not recommended. The game respects your time. I can fire up the angler, cast the line, and go do whatever. I've cleaned up floors, caught up on some work, even watched a movie. In this courteous game, would never interrupt you with any annoying fish biting your line. Skill issue. I mean... 6 hours? Bar none, the worst fishing game I've ever played. One good thing about it, and that's its open world. I should have called this game The Activist, because that's all you ever hear, non-stop cringe to go along with garbage fishing. I mean, citation needed, but fair. Less than an hour, skip that review. 9 hours. Pretty okay park ranger simulator. Kinda want to see what the dedicated game about park rangers would look like. Fishing was okay. I have a shockingly hard time with white mountain fish for some reason, no matter what combination of gear I use. Let's look at some of the positive ones. 45 hours. This game got lakes, rivers, ponds in one map. Open world experience is amazing. The maps are so big it's crazy. You never get bored or tired. There's always fish to catch and things to do. 153 hours on record, 130 at the time of review. Very good overworld fishing simulator. Don't know why some people complain about the walking. There are enough quick travel points. I don't walk very much. It's a bit more walking on the new map. I'm looking forward to new maps. The devs say they want to expand it like the Hunter. Cool. It's for sure mixed. Absolutely. They've got a Norway map at the moment on the DLC tab. How much? The Norway Reserve is how much? This might be a... It might be laundering money through this. No. That's almost the price of the full game. For the map. Ouch. How big are the maps? I'm gonna have to look up gameplay. No one on the planet is gonna release entertaining gameplay of the Hunter Call of the Wild Angler side. I need to know more about that, because I didn't even realize it was out yet. Anyway, back to what's actually happening in the real world, and I'm staring at this signpost, staring at that fish, and went on a huge massive rant about a game that I don't even know. Nor have I seen any gameplay of. Hello, how are you doing? I'm back. What's that song? Back to ground control to Major Tom. I'm back. I'm crash landed. Sparkle is sleeping already, Tone. Wrong chat. She's having a 2-hour nap. For anyone that can hear me. Sparkly back in a couple of hours. She's got some videos on at the moment. Is this a different game now? Because it still shows Phasmophobia? I've updated it on my end, but Twitch may not update for a short while until you for some reason, either refresh or it'll just pop up after some random period of time, sometimes. Gollet escape. Yeah, Pokebot hates you. Try Pokemoney, see how much you've got. Maybe you could buy a couple of Ultra Balls. Even the Ultra Balls seem to miss a fair amount though. Where are we going? We're going back to the house, apparently. We're gonna cut across the wilderness here, because I've got a question mark in this area I want to find. I still got Sparkle's chat up. 2,300. What a... Ultra Balls are 1,000 each, aren't they? I really do wish I could actually send people money. Oops, I have my hunting interface on. I got lazy before over in Canada, okay? Tracking a moose for a quarter of a mile without a single track showing up is not fun. You just turn on the highlights so that you know the next time you see the track you can beeline to it. I say it's cheating, but the game comes packed with all these things that just show you exactly where the animal's going. By the way, what was that? Those prints were massive! I've been playing the Pokemon game for a little while now. Oh, that's your footprints. Where did the animal go? But I managed to somehow get $100,000. I don't know how you earn money, because I suck at catching Pokemon. I haven't traded, I haven't sold, I just somehow got $90,000 at some point.
It's not a raccoon,
What?
and it's not a dog. It's actually closer related to a fox. But they make a lot of noise. Enjoy hunting the raccoon dog.
I will call it a puppy dog. Bigger than I thought. If that's the tracks I was seeing on the highlight, that's massive. Let's go follow it for a bit. Hang on. Where are we going again? Let's get to remember. We're heading north to find out what's that place over there. Distractions. I'm terrible at keeping focused. But no, I think I have something like 120 Ultra Balls. It's at the point where it's silly not to use Ultra Balls, because I have more Ultra Balls than any other type of Pokeball at this point. I also found out you cannot buy more than 100 of a Pokeball at any point in time. Because I tried to buy 1,000 regular Pokeballs and it said no, the limit's 100. I got very sad at that. Should really add it to your channel? I find I am a lot less active in the game when it's on my own channel, but I like having it there for people who want to interact with the Pokemon minigame. The fact it's global is amazing, because it means you can go to someone else's channel and keep building your collection, which is really cool. Is that moose? Of course Finland has moose. I'm in Finland. My geography? I need to scratch up on like my... what do you call it? Awareness? We'll just go with awareness. I need to wake up. You get paid just by watching a channel that has it. Oh, Blue, you've got 20k since you added it to your own. I wonder if that really is how it works. You just earn money passively by having it on your own channel. Then you go blow your money on someone else's channel to flex. That's the puppy dog over there. I wonder if we could spot it. Probably not. It sounded too far away. Let's go find out what this place over here is. Get paid by talking in chat, gotta be active. Really? I suppose that makes sense, because I usually, like, Mama Raiden's would be the place where I'm probably the most active.
Is a mountain hare still a mountain hare when it's not in the mountains? In snow or weather fair, here or there, I find mountain hare.
I appreciate the prose. Don't know how to reply to that. Thank you.
Walking around in beautiful fields, forests and ponds, and then seeing this. Such a contrast. The absurdity of war.
Am I... Is it the highest point of reserve? Is there more stuff here now? Photograph of bean goose. We've got everything else on the observer. We have photographed everything except a bean goose. And I hear one honking. Not a bean goose, but I hear a goose honking above me. There is the miscellaneous 19. Gold or better on every animal in the reserve. Is it the highest point of the reserve? And then you've got landmarks now. Is it the monument crossed off? I don't... Other than snapping photos of random goose that fly by, what distinct features should I be looking for in a bean goose? B-E? Is it because I've never seen a bean goose? There's not one in my codex? Jonathan! Raid? How much too late am I? Oh, we've had a few people pop in. Morning Darkness came in with 77 viewers before. Phenomenal. And Dacor came in with also a whopping, what was it, 63 or something. Could have him on the sidebar actually. You could have been in both or either. We're looking for a bean goose. Do you know how to spot a bean goose? I hear a goose, but I need a bean goose. Oh, please sit. I don't need you running up and scaring the goose. There is something over there. I don't want to get too close and scare it off, but... Goose usually find them in an oven? You know, I can't say I've ever actually had goose. I've had turkey, not goose. Is it similar to duck? It's just taunting me. It's behind one of these rocks. If you want the goose, you gotta see duck a few times. Everyone knows it. She came in with Dawn. Well, thank you for coming in either way and saying hi. I don't... This says this is a monument. I don't know Ooh, we're at a crossroads for hiking trails. Red, black, orange, and white, and I suppose the other hiking trails would be over there. We'll have to collect that on the way back, too. Ooh, bean goose? That is not a bean goose. We'll know it's a bean goose, whether we can tell or not, when the game goes ding, 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 and it hands in the mission. Even if this thing catches fly, I just need to be quick. If it flies off, all I need is a photo. It's the last animal in the reserve I've not found. I don't even know if this is a bean goose. I could be staring at a golden goose for all I know. These red rocks are gorgeous.
Grey like scientific name is Anser, but in Latin Anser means goose. So its Latin name is goose.
It's right over there. Can't really see him through the fog and the mist, but... What a bean goose. We'll leave him be. So what are the red rocks? Do you think that's just high iron rock deposit? Hey. Thank you. Wrong goose, but at least we got some goose. The albatross is the bird. The largest bird that can go years without landing. They flap their wings, goes flap, flap, flap. They are the bird. I have an image actually. That's text is from an image. I should probably have that image pop up at the same time the text appears. Or just in place of the text would also work. So, the monument. We have... Blue is not a looping trail. Goes to an outpost. We've got the yellow and green. This doesn't... Like, this tells me about the trails, right? But it doesn't tell me... The only one that meets up with all the trails is the central hub. I don't think any other camp meets with all the trails, so the fact they have markers here with no pathways is weird. Just to the south is the white trail, which is what we're going to be following over to the boats, though. Let's collect the location first. A goldeen escaped? That's a goldfish. I like goldfish. Especially when they're Pokemon and you throw them out to fight giant pterodactyls and ferocious dinosaurs and all sorts of other things. I think Pokemon might be the only video game on the planet where a bag of rubbish called Trubbish might actually be able to beat a demigod Pokemon. An actual time-traveling omnipotent being that can see through reality itself, beaten by a bag of trash because crit hit, and super effective. Or an ice cream! Although I haven't seen Vanilla Ice in a while. We've got some rabbits in the field here. Not that I see them. If they're making noise, they're long gone. If you hear a rabbit... Ooh! Aha! I was about to say if you hear a rabbit thump, you're likely not going to see it. There we go. And back around! I'm back around. We don't talk about the demigod Pokemon or about the bags of rubbish and the ice creams. Because I absolutely talk about the bags of rubbish and the ice creams. I'm still hunting for a Trubbish to this day, and I've missed it 4 times. There's also just a Pokemon that pops up in my chat occasionally called Aaron. I hope whoever Aaron is, he didn't mind being caught in a Pokeball. How recently did the moose pass through? Very. Although Finland also has bears. And I'm finding since the moose update, I can distinguish between a bear and a moose way less than I used to be able to. Never mind, that's a bear. That's a moose. That's a bear. Okay, I picked it out that time. I immediately could tell. I was about to say, the bears are more throaty. They grumble more when they call out. That's 100% a bear over there somewhere. The moose is way more nasally. Where's this hiking trail, by the way? Right in front of us. Looks like we're going to be finding the bear. The moose will have to come. We'll say hi to the moose some other time. But he got very angry at us just before. Now it's the bear's turn to be angry. You slapped Aaron in my DMs. A picture of the Pokemon, I take it. Less human than you thought. Let's have a look. That is a dog. Made of bone. Why is that Okay, normally every Pokemon in some language either translates to or is a play on literally what you see. You've got fish named after fish, you've got cats named after cats. You've got a cat Pokemon literally called Meow. Persian, from the Persian cat, literally is a Persian cat. Like, they've been so on the nose. Oh, at this point, I'm just confused why I'm staring at a dog made of bone called Aaron. I want to know the story. Why is there a dog made of bone called Aaron? Maybe it's a type of fossil. Aaron is like Latin for fossil or something. There may be an abstract meaning behind it, but almost all of the names are they related to like a noise the animal would make? Something it does, like Squirtle. It squirts water. Turtle. Like, they're so on the nose that when they're not on the nose anymore, I get more confused. More of a bug. Right, 1'4". It's a 1 foot tall bug. I think my aunt has a dog smaller than that. Brown bear trotting away. Looks like we spooked it. Da, 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 da. We have a little bit more of a ways to go before we take the boat. I am just thinking too, we don't have any way, lookout towers over here. We do have a couple of different ways we could actually choose to go. If we do take the boat, which I would like to mark the boat on my map. There's another boat over here too we didn't take. But if we do take the boat, I think maybe going down south to the lookout tower. That place there. Oh, there's the boat path. There you take the boat and you go to the lookout tower. And maybe coming along the south of the coast over to this outpost down here. There's clearly another boat up there. We can fast travel at any point too, but I want to go on a hike. I just don't know if I want to clear out this area before moving on. We might do that. We might go for a bit more of a completionist route for marking locations down here. I stood still, you walked towards me, and now you're upset I'm making noise. This doesn't seem like a me problem. Because you gotta remember too, this is a fairly large map. As much as I wish that we had maps of the size of Hirschfelden and Leighton Lakes, these maps aren't tiny. 25 kilometers squared. Compared to, I think Hirschfelden is 50 and Leighton Lakes I think is just shy of 50 miles squared. So I have to bear in mind, while I'm plotting these hiking routes, that even though I just want to chill and I want to chat and I want to hang out and go some sightseeing... Oh, we missed the sunrise! Not that you really would have seen it in this weather, I suppose, but we missed the sunrise. Going around to the south, marking this location, that may not be an outpost actually. But following all this trail and taking all this track could be a 2-hour trip. Like, we might be done not long after Sparkle gets back. And the doggo's name is Pip. It was going to be Pippin, but it's just Pip with two P's. We've got one more trait to unlock for them. Chance to ward off predator attacks and a small chance to find the harvest without needing to find the trail. Which sounds super scummy. Predator attacks probably sounds like the best option for level 30. Because you can... That's a moose. Because you can put the dog away, you can unequip the dog. So if you do want to go out and hunt wolves, then... It is a chance thing too, like having the dog out isn't necessarily bad even if you are hunting wolves, but... There you are. You're massive. Oh no, come back towards me. Face the camera, come on. Might just go for a shot here. Love to do. Bear is still over there. Just nervous. thought I heard a moose. See, now I'm confusing the bear calls with the moose calls, not the other way around. I'll admit, when I first saw the brown bear, I thought it actually was a moose. I don't think the bear's coming back, though. There's not much wind out today.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
It'll be fine. The bear will yell at us the moment we start moving again. Very temperamental things. They like their personal space, too. Which I can appreciate. Told you. No, that was a moose. It definitely was not a moose call. Oh, good lord. Hello. Why are you always at off angles? I swear the game puts the thing you want to get the... Okay, the payday. I'm going to explain this in very non... I'm very self-conscious about the hunting aspect of the hunting game, I know. I like hiking in it, I like showing off the hiking and the beauty of the game. I love showing off the sound design. But at the end of the day, you don't get paid for photos. At the end of the day, you get paid for trophies. It is a hunting game. I'm just very self-conscious of that. But it's worth mentioning that the game always does this 3/4 angle on the thing that pays the most. These two over here, cheap. You won't get paid. They're does. I don't know what you call a female moose, but they're not going to pay, right? There's rules to the game that follow reality. You know, you get paid for the trophy, you don't get paid for taking out the females of the herd. All sorts of things. These guys are side on. Like, this would be perfect. I could obviously move, yes. But the higher the trophy rating, this trophy rating comes out at 271. The higher the trophy rating, the more likely they are to go alert. And there's a whole level of dynamic difficulty to getting paid more and getting those highest scores in the game than you would expect. I have had so many diamonds and great ones in this game. Great ones are unique, like super unique. They're things like albino spotted red deer and stuff like that. I have found an albino spotted red deer and I flopped the shop. That was my one great one that I ever found. Flop the shop. It would have been a diamond, but I brought it all the way down to a gold. Let alone, all I had to show for it was the coat. But this game is really, really difficult. Really difficult. And I'm ranting because it always seems to put the thing that pays the most, the thing that has the biggest score, is always at an odd angle that forces you to shift. Which just risks you losing it, alerting them, stuff like that. Anyway. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Look, I am barely graded for moose. The Sunberg 454 is hollow point. That thing is trash. I've started realizing that the 454 Kasul is really, really trash. Like, it... For something that massive... doesn't... Wow, wait, hang on. I only have... Colt Flatnose only comes in... Ew. I guess we'll keep the 454 on. But the ammo for the 454 is really, really bad. Effective range of 54 yards, and even at 54 yards, its stopping power is very abysmal when it comes to hunting. I do need to get paid. I need 45,000 for my coachmate. It's the coachmate 45.7 is what I'm saving up for, and it costs $45,000. Let's have a look. We've got a full mag in the Glock, 2 rounds in the Sunberg. The Whitlock is fine. We just reloaded the 308. But from this distance, the 454, the Soul. Oh, that glare is terrible. Would almost do nothing. I don't even know if I do want to take polymatip from this angle. The shoulder blade is right in the way. From the other angle it was worse, but from this angle I think I might be better with soft point. It's not going to be... I think that's the thing though. The game punishes you for ruining, not just ruining the trophy. So I've known a lot of people that have come from FPS backgrounds and just wanted to play the FPS hunting game, right? I have known so many people jump into this game with a 243 starting rifle and go, I headshot the moose, how come it didn't die? And because the 243 probably wouldn't headshot most animals, especially if you're using expansion rounds, and because it's a moose, those things get hit by trucks and live. Like, I don't think your varmint rifle for hunting rodents on a farm is going to be doing too much, no matter where you hit it. A cigar. I should have gone for expansion rounds. Another thing I'm noticing with the latest update is the hit registration seems to be a little scuffed. I noticed it on Canada earlier, and here again, where I actually have no idea if I've hit. Okay, there you go. Good an answer as any, and I think 90 seconds is the timer for like if you're chasing it for 90 seconds or longer, I think it says that's not good. You could have done better. It found something. And you can check for blood. We're gonna ignore that. I don't know if anyone else saw that, given I stream at 30 FPS, but... Well... But yes, so there's a couple of tricks. When you land a shot, usually it's a lot easier to tell, but when you land a shot, this marker is where I last spotted the animal. What you want to mark is where the center of the purple splotch is. A little off, it goes a little to the left. But somewhere in that area, in the very center of the splotch, is your contact. That's where you landed the shot. So when you want to chase down a hunt, the Bloodhound helps immensely. I found out, actually, the first Bloodhound's free, but the second one costs 45,000. So if you want to respec skill points, it's a $45,000 upgrade there. Stuart2471, welcome in. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Friday? Is it Friday also? It's one of those days. It's the weekend. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. But if we go over here, like you'll see all the tracks from the other moose, they will run over to the northwest. Somewhere. We don't know. Not important. Down here is where our mark was. Told you the bear would be annoyed at us. What? I don't think Finland counts as Eurasia. Hang on, speaking of, I haven't even checked. These are happening over the weekend. Don't talk about the Fox Club. Harvest foxes, coyotes, striped jackals, and pass the— Wait, the weeklies reset too? Oh no, that was the dailies. Harvest wildlife, pass the harvest check, and get 100% quick kill. And then you have the dailies, which can expire in 21 hours. Don't talk about the Fox Club. Harvest foxes, coyotes, or side-striped jackals. Wildlife downed without using any weapon attachments. Time to pull out the lever action here. So, we don't have to go to Eurasia, and we don't have to hunt bears for the daily. Those Hunt Club bonuses are so rare. I was surprised to hear that he even remembered that section of the game existed. Right, let's check where we spotted the animal last first, shall we? Right here. And the mark was over to the west. A little off. But there's the mark. From there, you can either use the Bloodhound or just track yourself. Follow where the animal went. The hunter mate will help you keep track of what you're tracking. It can be easy to get lost when you have a herd of animals in the same area. Especially when you introduce the fact that any animal can trample over the tracks you actually want to chase down. These are all heading the other way. Good afternoon from the UK and happy hunting. Thank you very much. We are...
Don't drink and that's say drink water and milk. Else your bones be weak. Like in Skyrim. Water is health as fuck, bitch. You better drink water, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Drink water, drink water, drink water.
Thank you for the hydrate, Mama Raiden. How are you doing this morning? This evening? Would be midday in London. Ish? Midday-ish. I'm not committing to any time or date today. It's Friday, it's Saturday, midday, afternoon, morning. Who knows? "1:30 PM in the afternoon. On Saturday. There you go. That's two people telling me it's Saturday, so it must be. And thank you for the hydrant. I hope you're doing well. I was just mentioning how we were meant to be hiking on the Finland White hiking trail, but I got distracted by a lot of money. And then I lost a lot of money. It's wandered off somewhere. I was right, that people did belong to our guy. He would have got a little distance away, but he shouldn't be terribly, terribly far off. I do like the fact that there's another bear. There's a whole lot of bears on this side of the map, apparently. I do like the fact that they've changed how the animal AI works a couple of patches ago. Because you used to be able to... It was almost no competition. You didn't need the track at all about, I'd say, a year and a half, 2 years ago. Tracking was just completely useless. Because what you would do, if you had a good enough shot, you would land your mark and then sit still. And 5 minutes later, the entire herd had come back to the same need, rest, or feed zone. And rinse and repeat. If you were farming for money, it was just... Oh my good lord, bears ate you. No, puppy dog. Puppy dog eat. But if you were farming for money, if you really wanted get-rich-quick schemes, it was just sit in a tree within a good, reasonable distance to a lake or a pond, and you would just repeatedly have animals come back to that same spot, no matter how much hunting pressure was in the area. Because they would run away, and their AI would then go back to need zone AI. So there's fleeing, and there's need zone. I like the two core, like, very crude ways of thinking about it. They either go to a zone on the map like this, for feeding, or next to a lake for drinking, so on and so forth. And you've got rest zones, where they sleep, so on. The old AI would ignore hunting pressure if the rest zone or the eating-drinking zone was closer than any other eating-drinking zone. So you would end up in this aggressive loop, where no matter how much hunting pressure you applied to the area, they would always come back to the same spot because it was the closest. Now, they run off, they leave, they go to a different spot. It is so much more, I think, better for the gameplay than it used to be, because it was really just kind of, once you learned that, you just sat still. You got paid a lot, but you really didn't play the game very much. There was no real incentive to if you were farming for money. I see so much trampled stuff here, but I don't see any of my guy. Yep. I think we waited too long and the tracks haven't been trampled by other animals in the area. And we're gonna go back. It's time for you to take over. Yep. Come on. Your turn. Oh, I walked right past one here. Oh, you can see the antlers. Right over there in eyesight. $148's not bad. There's a massive... I need to clean out my storage at the moment. Come on. There you go. Treat. Coming for the naked trials later? Oh yes, you're doing the 5th anniversary. Absolutely, I'll be there. How soon are you starting up? I had planned a whole trip around this lake area. Oh no, I'm having flashbacks. No, don't tell me this is the... Okay, I was planning to segue to a different game with a purpose once I reach that outpost at the end over there, but Naked Trials sounds way more fun. Not soon? Okay, I'll be here either way. Keep Discord ready and up and running. Just so I can see messages if people pop in telling me things are happening. Right, back on the hiking trail though. I think it's not the same map. I might have to save this for another time perhaps. We might end at the outpost. Not the outpost, the lookout tower. We might enter the lookout tower and do the outpost another time because it's not the same map. No, it can't have all the houses, right? You have to be a fool at sea? Is it called Fools at Sea? It's not called Fool at Sea. It is something at sea. I forgot the name of the game. What is it called? Is it Fool at Sea? Ship of Fools. Oh, I thought it was something at sea. Yeah. If you are looking for somewhere else to pop up or another tab to open to lurk on, Blue Wolves is honestly one of the best. Pardon me for hiccups, that's terrible timing. Is that paladins? I haven't seen paladins in a hot minute.
I think if the lynx was as gentle as a house cat, that they would be in every home.
I will say it all.
Are you more of a dog person? I like both.
But Blue is one of the best variety indie game streamers. He's given me so many good recommendations. And I remembered, Blue, the name of the other game. I remembered it because I was going through all the games and you had like 4 of them with death in the title. There was Have a Lovely Death, there was Death Gambit, and the other one I couldn't remember was Going Under. It was the first one that you made me realize I should play. One of the first indie games I ever saw you stream. And then there was Ollie Ollie World. You've got such a cool collection of indie games you play and stream. And today is going to be Ship of Fools. The shout out would have just told me. I should have just done that earlier. Instead of trying to guess the name of the game. Absolutely pop over and give a follow. We do also, there's Across the Obelisk recently released some DLC for the Wolf Wars, which is likely going to be on the table soon. So if you like card playing, strategizing, would you call it a roguelike? I guess it is like a deck building roguelike. You kind of build it as you go. So and also Valheim, for those in the crowd that do watch a bit of Valheim. Although not so much lately. Valheim got replaced with Minecraft, and then the Minecraft server disappeared, and then that got replaced with Project Zomboid for a bit, but I forget what. It was something else. Immediately after Minecraft disappeared. Oh, speaking of, by the way, sorry to go on 17 different conversations at the same time, but hopefully we'll have the Minecraft server back up and running. I'm going to leave it up to everyone's... I mean, it's basically public. Basically. I don't know how much security I can put on the server, because it is going to be a physical server I own physically, not a hosted server on some platform. So... I'm mumbling and rambling out. Point being... Well, the Minecraft server should hopefully be back up within a month, is the deadline I'm saying. And it'll probably still be whitelist only access, with current people in the server vouching for anyone they want to join. Sort of process will be what we stick to. As far as I know, everything will still be intact. But that's without testing and without having the server physically ready to go yet. Because we won't know until we get the files on the new server and boot them up. You would call Across the Obelisk a roguelike card building RPG. Or deck building though. There was another card based deck builder that I played. I didn't mind Hellcard. Book of Demons Hellcard was fun, but it needs a bit more to it, I think, to get a full captive audience. Book of Demons, the base game, absolutely worth your time, but Hellcard seemed a bit more of like a... They wanted to put something up. What doesn't love me anymore? And there is an outpost here. Whatever, wrap it up. Goblin Co needs to get back to work. Landsmen transform themselves. You need more workers. You put so much effort into Goblin Co. I never actually knew if you were successful in transferring your entire lake into Sweetwater, either. Ooh. Very sad that sugar water doesn't actually refill my hydration, though. Or, it refills my hydration, not my... suffocation. But yes, I'm kind of interested in getting back to being a little fishy. That's why I was so upset when you said that I hadn't been online for a while, because I was like, oh, I just thought I hadn't checked. I've been so out of it, not having played Minecraft in so long. I've been online for so long, really. Right, so to the... this is main room. We could get an ATV out. Do we want to get a... no, that's so lame. ATVs ruin the audio. There's all the hiking trails. So, the wide hiking trail actually does go down to that outpost. And then there's no hiking trail along the bottom of the... would you call it islands? You've got the red hiking trail, which goes across like that and loops back around. What I originally wanted to do was go up towards the black hiking trail and get the two... zoom in a little bit. There's two lookout towers over there with the black hiking trail. But for now, we just crossed the lake, so we gotta go a little bit further down, back to the end of the white hiking trail, and then across over to there. Why is this map so low texture? Also, we're still looking for a bean goose. Completely forgot about that. It's not a bean goose. It didn't ding at me. I've never in my life found a bean goose, so I can't even check the codex to know what they look like. There's like all of these sheep, black bear, there's a black grouse, black buck, black-tailed deer, blue wildebeest, bobcat, bobwhite tail, brown bear, Canada goose, Cape buffalo, like everything I've spotted or photographed is here. Except for, because I haven't found it, the bean goose. If I knew what it looked like, I might even have a better chance at... Wait, is there a reindeer in here as well as caribou? They've listed them twice. Reindeer, also known as caribou in North America, is a species of deer found in the northern Europe, Siberia, and North America. Both male and female reindeer grow antlers, with the antlers relative to body size among living deers. With the antlers size being typically larger on the males. When you go to caribou, I wonder if it actually says the same thing. Oh. Caribou is the name given a wild reindeer in North America, and they are primarily found in Alaska and Canada. Interestingly, they have never been domesticated despite their importance in native culture. It is different text. There you go. Eurasian widgeon, Eurasian teal, Eurasian lynx. Valor deer are some of the most gorgeous. A grizzly bear! Silver Ridge has a grizzly bear! Doesn't tell me what maps. A lion, a mallard, turkey. Pronghorns are gorgeous too, they bounce when they walk. The hell was that? So the wide hiking trail came all the way down here. We're not going to have it mapped, but oh my god, what is that? Is that the puppy dog? A Willard ptarmigan. A warning call from a Willard ptarmigan. On earth is a Willard ptarmigan? While we're looking up wildlife, let's go have a look. Is a species of game bird that is closely related to grouse, living in the Arctic and subarctic regions of northern Eurasia and North America. It is the largest living species of ptarmigan. Willow ptarmigans are territorial birds. Males defend their territory fiercely in an attempt to attract females. In the fall, they become more gregarious and form large flocks prior to the winter migration.
Sometimes we call them willow grouse, but the willow ptarmigan has such a great variety in feather patterns. It reminds me that nature is so creative.
Look at them go. There's another bear. Go 3 feet without finding a bear. Some music on while we go walking though. Huh. There's a tiny little baby male moose. It's another grey-lag goose. Look at him right there in the bushes, sticking his head out. You see him? Oh, there's another one. I must be eating over there. I wonder what the... What is that, a puppy dog? What else would hiss other than a raccoon dog? There's nothing else that would hiss. I don't think a deer would hiss like that. Does Finland have white-tailed deer? We'll find its tracks, because I want to know what made that noise. I also wanted to find out what the willow ptarmigan were doing over here. Because if they weren't feeding or resting, close enough they might have been drinking. There has to be. What's with all these animals saying hi? I think I missed the photo of the goose. The willow ptarmigan were a bit further along, but... no tracks out here. Sounded like someone coughed. That was just someone coughing with a massive amount of reverb applied. It has to be the puppy dog wandering around in that area. I can't think of anything else that would sound so menacing and that would also hiss. I always forget there's decoys for birds. But I've never managed to get a single bird shot. Never managed to get any luck with bird shot. Usually I just take something out silly like a rifle or a pistol. Because it's just more reliable. I'm terrible with shotguns in every game apparently. Rocks. I see you over there, but I can't press E on you. I see you. Let me mark the resting zone. Hello. So annoying. It's two. It's approximately a 350-yard shot. What was that? There's something over here too. There's so much happening in Finland at the moment. I still can't tell if that's a log or something sticking out of the water or if that's actually an animal, because we've got another one over there too. There they go. I am still annoyed I can't mark them from that far. Let's see if we can mark whatever this is over here. They haven't moved, that's why I'm thinking it might just be logs or stones. But if they are, on the minor off chance it's a bean goose, it's like the last thing I need. Oh, puppy dogs over here. Are they carnivorous? I'm actually not sure what lures would work on a raccoon. Let's have a look. RAC. Lost 2 ammo. Predominantly nocturnal? I don't think I've seen them so much during the day. That's actually predominantly, not exclusively, I suppose. Excellent smell, good hearing, poor vision. Interesting. That census information could actually be super helpful with some animal hunting. So they don't have a lure, apparently. I don't think that is a duck or a... Pardon me, these hiccups. They're not bean goose either, apparently. It's a Eurasian
Do you
teal.
know what a doubling duck
But it's
is?
spotted.
It's a type of duck who doesn't dive to feed. The Eurasian teal is one of the smallest doubling ducks.
Did spot it. Not that one we're looking for, though. And I did catch something over here. A female? Just another duck. Puppy dogs have gone wandering off. It's fine. The geese that honk on the ground like this have always been those, grass. What are they called? Grey grass? Can't hurt to check. Just one more. It took me so long to find half the birds in Rebonduli Coast. This game, this map, really does seem like a bird hunter's heaven. Sight, keen sense of smell. And I did get a spot option over here for one of the goose. Wild Goose feeding zone. Not a grouse. Wild. Right, we need to continue back down. I'm gonna get too distracted otherwise. I suppose the one benefit of Raventuli Coast having all these hiking trails is you do get a fairly comprehensive map of the area. The incentive alone, whether it's... I mean, it has to be a self-driven motivation. The game doesn't motivate you at all to go hiking. And the quests for Raventuli Coast is one of the worst. It was quite literally, when you load into the map, the quest was... follow the blue trail from here, which is just head south, basically. Once you get south, you get to this lookout point, or even, probably not even that far. And then it says, thank you for playing the map. Congratulations on beating the map. Well done, goodbye, pat you on the back, sent you on your way. It was atrocious. The only follow-ups to those quests have been checklists. For Raventuli Coast. Reach the highest point in the reserve. Visit all of these places, photograph all of these animals, and get a gold on all of these animals. It's just a checklist. They mentally turned their brains off for this. A gorgeous game. I really did appreciate the hiking trails, but at least, like, you could have tied a quest to each one. Even if you didn't have dialogue. Because this whole thing, follow the blue trail, use the boat. Travel to target location. There's a little bit of a side quest there, I suppose. Follow the blue trail. Try the sauna, collect the rocks, collect dried birch, place the rocks in the furnace. That one actually bugged out for me, but I managed to fix it. Follow the blue trail. Follow the blue trail. Follow the blue trail. The whole game, the whole map, quest over once you just do a single hiking trail out of the 8 that the game offers, or 7, I think, that the game offers. And what's bizarre is they followed this map up with one of the best for questing content they've done in years. Fleeing, hey? Fleeing from what? Your drinking spot? We can take a shortcut across here and see if we can find... They make such weird noises. We're gonna go see if we can find his drinking spot. I don't even know. I wish I could see what animals were in what areas. It's got like Raventuli Coast, regions, landmarks, people, mission items. That's it. Ooh, Willow Ptarmigans over here too. Maybe we'll get the drinking zone for both. Have they fixed the key binding issue? I never did check. Command wheel F. Let's see if that works. Hey! Looks like they fixed it. Well, we'll find out when we reboot for sure. Oh. Tracks. Very old. So the puppy dogs have gone through this area then. You can see depressions in... No! Brown bears pass through the area. How many animals can pass through a single waterhole without leaving a single drinking marker? Very sad. I suppose they have to actually do the thing, don't they? If I've been stomping around the forest like this, they're likely not going to have much chance to drink. More Willer ptarmigan. Moose here too. Nope. The bean goose eludes me. I basically never go bird hunting in this game. I think I've got a couple of duck decoys from the tutorial. I forget which map gave you duck decoys. Was it Leighton Lake? Got the duck decoy tutorial. Look, if that's a white-tailed deer, I would be damned, because I didn't think they were in not Hirschfelden. I didn't think they were in Raventuli. That the hiss sounds too harsh. I don't think it's a deer. It could be a bird. I could see that as an avian noise. But I'm still set on that being something from a raccoon dog. I don't see anything over here running away though. That's why I want to see what animals each reserve has, as opposed to just scrolling through the animals list. Do we even have any tracks? Yes. Moose? That's not helpful. Because it sure as hell wasn't a moose. Disturbed vegetation, my dog trampling all my tracks. More disturbed vegetation. I do wish video games would stop coding the dog to walk in front of you. As much as I know that happens in real life, having owned several dogs, they always walk in front of you and look behind at you while they walk in front of you. Mechanically, having my own dog trample the tracks I'm trying to track is super annoying. I mean, the interactable is still there, but my visual clue as to which way the animal's going, heading or turning, is completely trampled by my own dog. It's like a minor frustration, because if I really need to cheat, I can just turn the highlights back on, but... Anyway, where's this track? We need to head almost southwest again. We'll just go straight to the boat. Looks like Sparkle is back awake too. Honestly, while I'm not hunting, I might put Pip away again. But just everyday tracking, it's great if there's a herd, because Pip has the best nose in the game. But I think for now, we'll just go wandering off on our own, depending on when the next outpost is. does the map tell us what animals are where? White-tailed deer are here. Moose, brown bear, lynx. You arrive for your stay in peak bird season. Hello. On your way. I won't lie, I was tempted to try the 454 assault. At that close range, it's got an effective range of 54 yards, which is abysmal. But it does make me wonder if it actually does have the stopping power I would expect of it up close, and it is just dropping off because I'm using it 100 plus yards away. Where is this boat? So we have a lookout tower over here. I don't know if we're going to have an outpost on either side of this river. I also don't know if there's going to be anything over here at the end of this pier. But we do have a lookout. We have an outpost all the way at the other end of this piece of land we're moving across to. There's the lookout tower. Ooh, fancy and made of glass. Doesn't look like we have an outpost on the other side of the river. We definitely don't have one over here. What level do you need to be for the Hawkeye site? I was level... I think my highest level I ever got was 48 before my save corrupted, and that was back when Africa released. Because we all got Africa, we all went to go play Africa in co-op mode. So I went in there and was like, oh, let me, start up the single player world first. And I saved and quit while the guy was talking after handing in a quest, because I was like, oh, it hands in a quest, it's saved, so I saved and quit. But it saved before the next quest had been given. So when I went back to load up Africa, I had no quest, and I soft-locked and hard-locked myself from beating the map. So my level 48 character went down the drain. Started again, and it happened on Park Fernando the second time around, where I saved and quit, or the game crashed while it was loading up the next quest, and so I hard-locked myself on Park Fernando. This is my third or fourth attempt at playing the game, and I'm being very, very, very pedantic with all my save character backups. Making sure that I have something on my phone before I save and quit. I make sure that there's no spoken dialogue being talked. I make sure I go through so many checks and balances these days. And on top of that, I still back up my saves manually. Because I am not losing another level 40 character with all of those perks and traits leveled up for something that is arguably in my control, but still annoying with no fix for it. Oh. Hello, Pip. We've got the lookout tower, and I don't think there's anything along here. I think this might just be empty road, which is going to be really sad. We could jump back, actually, and just ATV our way across. As sad as that sounds, just ATVing our way to the next outpost. Should we finish it on foot? We'll find out what happens. We'll get to the lookout tower first, because that might reveal some locations for us in the area. I still need this bean goose. Those ones sounded different. I thought they might have been it. Oh. Another honk. I don't know if that one registered. We're too far away now. Ooh, another one. Another honk. This bean goose is fairly elusive, apparently. They're landing just over there. Let's go get the upper, the high ground. Nope. There's another puppy dog just ran up too. And a bear! Full speed bear! Holy cow! Where did the puppy dog go? That's the rabbit. Not a puppy dog. That's new. The lookout tower's over there anyway. Ah! Waited too long. The geese over there. I have so many photos of the geese like this that I just need to get rid of. All from me just randomly trying to find these last few birds. These ones sound like they're in the water. Yeah. It's a Canada goose. They're not in the water, but they were just over there. Off they go. Rest zone discovered. It says rabbit tracks. I don't think I've ever actually seen rabbit tracks. Speaking of geese, hello? Ooze of the Canadian geese. Welcome in, Casey. You get Discord actually popped up so I can see my notifications because Dark Raiden is going to be starting her Naked Trials in ESO celebration soon for the 5th anniversary of the Unicorns Brigade. Got up and heard Canadian geese. We're looking for a bean goose at the moment. It's the last one on my checklist. If I go to my mission log, Photograph a bean goose. It's the only one out of this list that I do not have. And for the life of me, for all the geese in Finland, not a single one is called Bean. Makes me very sad. So if anyone knows where a bean goose likely reside, because until I spot one, here's the cruel irony, the wildlife tab doesn't have an entry, because until I spot one, I don't know anything about them. I have yet to discover a bean goose in the game at all. So I don't know where I don't know if they're nocturnal, I don't know if they like dusk and dawn. They might be aquatic, they might be mountainous, I don't know. They could only reside in low to sea rock outcrops, which would be closer to where we are at the moment, admittedly. Not a single clue. And all the geese I keep hearing are not beans. Makes me very sad. Give me a sec. Thank you for paying your tithe to the Bird Empire, Toad. I need to sort myself out. What's Sparkle up to now that she's awake again? Right, up we go. Where's the stairs? I found them, I'm on the wrong side. Doing some zomboid. What is this, pine? It's a very light. I want to say soft and squishy based on how it looks, but that's me inferring that it's pine. Oh no, good luck. I just read the wiki on Bean Goose. That's ominous and kind of worrying. Right, we have a location down the very south. We have an outpost all the way on the east. If this is being left, I'm not Googling it myself, to be fair, but if I'm allowed but one clue, is it at least nocturnal? Or is it nocturnal in the first place, because I haven't checked? Probably up somewhere in the northern mountainous area. Hides in the snow or something. It's a goose! Why would it hide in the snow? Not exactly nocturnal, but close. Alright. That at least gives me a clue to start my search. I'll find out what this place down the very south of the map is. We have a quest for finding the tallest place on the island, which I am guessing is here. A, because it's got a quest highlighted marker there. There's something this game does that's very weird. When you get a quest like this is at the highest point in the reserve, it shows up on your map as one of those pre-discovered circles. And fair, you know, right enough, there when I select the quest as my active quest, that is the reason that that's there. It's like it just peeks over there with a camera that you can't see. it's down the south of Reventuli coast. But this will be my completionist piece of effort for today for getting this mapped out. I think once we do make it down there, we will use the boat across and probably jump back to Uncasentalo. Not that terribly. Oh, there's even timers now! It says 21 minutes on foot. How long would it take to get here? 106 minutes on foot. Well, I forgot links are in Finland. If there wasn't a giant press E to find out what made that noise prompt, this game would be a lot more terrifying. So... if the bean goose is not nocturnal, but I haven't spotted it anywhere during the day, and that means I have to probably go either dawn or dusk, and that's going to be a coin flip. I'm going to pick dusk, because... okay. Different bird, don't know what it was. Not a bean goose. You can spot during the day. I assume it is just it's probably sleeping during the day or hibernating in its habitat of choice. Which is probably a big part of why I haven't found it, is that I'm just over here walking on hiking trails, pottering around the map on the paved areas at the moment. But you've got all of the frosty areas over here, combined with the inland lakes. You got the central lakes, and then the... I don't know if that's ocean or if that's actually just a massive body of water. I'll have to go find another map to find out. There's bodies of water here, close enough to the mountainous region. If they are a mountainous bird, I mean, that's not unheard of. You get birds that rest in cliffs and on cliff edges. And they go out to the ocean to hunt and stuff like that. I would have never thought a goose would be one of those birds, but at this point I may just have to go further up north and try my luck. We'll try dawn and dusk first. It's midday, almost 1 PM at the moment. Look at him go! It says he's fleeing, but he looks very relaxed about it. That sounds like a deer. I'll spot one. There's tracks. Speaking of, that's not a moose. Once again, thrown off by the bright brown coat. Right, we don't want to head north, we do want to head down south. We've got whatever that is. I'm also really curious what made the noise over in that direction. I don't even know if it sounded like it was like a cross between like a calf. Like I could imagine a baby version of one of the animals making that noise, but I guess for lack of that being the case, there are deer in Finland. Not that I have spotted any of them a single time. They're apparently as elusive as the bean goose at the moment. What's that, do you think? That did not sound like a lynx. But alright. Not bean. This tactic of photograph every bird I see ever means that I can't possibly miss it. But at the same time, sex rate is abysmal. I have maybe a couple of hundred photos of geese from Finland now. Not a single one of them has been, and I'm just gonna have to go through and delete all of them. What's wrong, puppy? Oh, you do that when a predator's around. Oh. Hello. I mean, they weren't exactly predators, but the alert was actually kind of cute. Maybe there's a bear lurking in the shadows too, and I just don't know yet. Said I wasn't going to be streaming for very long today, and look at me. Ooh, 3 messages on Discord. I knew I likely wasn't going to make it to the outpost, but we have naked trials, raffles, and more ready to go for the 5th anniversary of the Unicorn Brigade. Today? I don't even know what a bean goose sounds like. But I am so done with taking photos of that goose noise. I'm done. Oh, that's a Canada goose, apparently. What are they doing? Changing direction. But I think at this point, I'm gonna give up. Anything that sounds like that with the typical honk and tonk is just gonna not be getting photos anymore. If it's not a Canada goose, it's a grey lag goose. I want to know what makes that noise though. You guys hear that? There's no way that's ambience. It has to be an animal. Way too distinct. Does anyone know whatever's making noise over there? We should go look. What's all these beeps going on? I'm absolutely surrounded by animals and I can't see any of them. There's another grey-lag goose over there. So what's this high-pitched chirp? And you've got the chatter over there as well. That's gonna be a warning sound for sure. And the other chirps and... Oh no, we got a beep over here somewhere. We're pretty close to this outlook thingy anyway, or whatever the question mark is. I am so out of practice with streaming. What has it been? 4 hours and I'm losing my voice already? It doesn't help. I've been using this muscle relaxant gel, some of that Bernie sport stuff. I don't know what you normally call it, but set your muscles on fire, meant to relax them too. What makes that noise? Eurasian teal. But I've been using this muscle relaxant stuff for my back. Hasn't magically fixed anything, but it has helped a lot. The only problem is that applying some every few hours for the past day and a half, just to like super cross my fingers that I don't have another episode of my back locking up like I did on Friday. It's kind of potent. Like, I am nothing short of huffing chemicals when I use that stuff. A licking spatula? If that's a specific thing, I do not know. I do have spatulas though. Where's that animal mark? Oh! Well, there you go. The hiss is a grey-legged goose. Those high-heat rubber spatulas. No, I actually don't. Something non-chemical would be nice, I'll admit, because that stuff gets in your nose and I feel like it's contributing to me losing my voice at the moment. How high heat are we talking? Because I know the spatula, like the cooking spatulas we have, we've got a ton of them, honestly. We could probably have one disappear and no one would know. But it's like a proper actual batter spatula. I don't know if they're designed any differently or not. But they'd be able to withstand up to close to boiling temperature. Okay, yeah, I do have a ton of batter spatulas. I might just make one disappear then. Oh no! Sparkle's ending her stream because she's got storms. I'm sorry. How far away is this? Hang on. 94 yards? Twice as far as the effective distance for that firearm. Good lord. Alright. And that distance probably my tip should be a sure bet. Too far to the right. With polymer tip against the moose, that may not have done enough. Okay, no, we've done enough. I may have grazed, but I think that might have been too far to the right. I tried to go right between the shoulder blades. I've been using... What's absolutely annoying is that I have been using like regular old wheat bags for heating. The gel is honestly what's worked the best. I don't know if it's just because it's a medicinal kind of thing or how it works, but the wheat bags I have been using just do nothing. Those things sear the skin. It is painful to use. And even then, I still sat there just in complete agony on the Thursday. Hey, look at that. I was a little to the right, funnily enough. I did go right through the shoulder blades. However, it grazed. Still $1,000, even on a doe. Oh, the blues say they were called cows. Female moose are called cows. Honk honk. Look at you all out over there. It's like a 15 frames per second animation that far away. How much money do I have? 21,000. Oh, it's a hunting blind too. Wait. Is the hunting blind facing inland or outland? Facing out to the ocean's kind of funny because you have duck blinds that you can set up yourself, and if you're taking duck hunting equipment out, you would just take a duck blind, surely. Female moose are cows, and male moose are bulls. I suppose if they have individualized names like that, then just saying moose isn't technically incorrect since it would refer to both. I didn't know the males are called bulls though. Usually what happens is you'll have... What is it with sheep? And the male is called a ram? And the females are just called sheep, or they probably do have a specific name, don't they, now that I've said that. Canadian goose again. See, I've gone so far into my picking up bird noises part of this map that I'm picking different goose calls out of each other now. There's one over there, it's a grey-lag goose over there somewhere. The only problem is, I still haven't heard a bean goose as far as I know. So it's impossible to know what that one sounds like. And all those chirpy and beepy birds that we scared off without... Well, I think one of them was a Eurasian teal, wasn't it? That was the one that was beeping. Hey, Willow ptarmigan. What's nearby? Can you do that when something's nearby? It's a size 2. That's a hell of an alert call. We marked it, but I don't think we did anything noteworthy. What's our 10 mil? What do we have? 44... 10 rounds? Yeah, we didn't do anything noteworthy. At the... Every few minutes with you lot. I don't... What was the shot from? Could have been a 200-yard shot, actually, from that distance. Probably means I only grazed it. We're about halfway over to the outpost. Is that a grey-lag goose again? Or wherever it was flying. I think I missed it entirely. goes. Back to hiking for now. I really am gonna have to focus on these though. These things. Next payout is 2,500. I need 45,000 is what I'm saving up for at the moment. This is probably gonna pay out 10k on the final checkpoint here, and it's 1 day, 20 hours? It's only for the weekend, of course. Very sad. We've got 20 hours left in the dailies. But I'm never going to be able to find foxes, coyotes, or jackals. Those things are so skittish. The smaller the animal, especially those ones, they seem super alert to your smell, any noise you make, and especially sight is one of the hardest to get them up close because they just see you. Oh, it was just a visual glitch. I wonder if I could sight it in a shot and then land it with iron sights for that to count for the daily. Tomorrow will be the last set of dailies of the game. What type of goose is that? I know that call now. I think the warning call of a willow ptarmigan is something I'm not going to forget soon. That grey goose making that noise. No!
The Norwegians always return to the Palearctic region to breed. Maybe they find the Aurora Borealis romantic. What do you think?
There's a lynx over to my left as well. There's so many birds in Finland. Bean? Give me the bean! Bean! Is the low frame rate stuff not real? We're not beans. There are the squeaky ones again. There's low frame rate ones I can't spot. There's no Canada goose. Also can't spot those ones. I think my spotting binoculars are a little broken. What the hell was that? A widgeon warning call. There are so many new sounds just from wandering around in this game. Look at him go. There was a squeak in the lake. There's a beep over there somewhere. We've got honks from the widgeons or something else hiding behind those rocks. Alright. And I think one of the birds frog croaked at me. I mean, it might be the foolproof strat just to grab some duck blinds and wait for a bean duck to find me. At this rate, the bean duck finding me might actually have a higher chance of success. Or the bean goose. Oh no, I do remember the name of the female sheep. It's Ram and you. What's that beep again? I would have figured. Even if they're nocturnal, I probably would have heard them by now if I was close enough. You've still got that bird that you said sounds like a loon. Right. Well, it's what it is. I think we're gonna head over to the outpost. I'm gonna cut my losses for today. We're gonna go back to that outpost on the west, and I'm gonna be heading north and looking at all of these valleys and lakes up to the north. We've also got a couple of lookout points we can take, 1, 2, and 3, and I can also focus on getting the highest point on the map unlocked as well. If I can make it all the way up there and I haven't spotted a bean goose, photo or not, I'm not exactly sure what my next strat's gonna be. Even if they come out at dusk and dawn, or if they're mostly not nocturnal, but like, even when animals sleep, they have to have a resting zone. And I haven't trampled on a bean goose resting zone yet. I haven't trampled on any of those tracks. Not a single sight of their existence. If I even found like a single bean goose track anywhere, feathers, anything, at least then I know I could follow the tracks to find myself some kind of evidence. Is I spotting? Oh no, there we go. Another hunting zone. So if that tooty one is a grey lag, then what's the one over here I'm hearing? Mostly there. We'll take the boat, we'll zip back over. Shayness1323, welcome in. If I butchered your name, I apologize. Shayness? I read Shay NES for Nintendo Entertainment System, but that's probably wrong. How are you doing this Saturday? I was out hiking quite peacefully and relaxed on the White Trail. I ended up getting completely derailed by my inability to find a single bean goose in the entire game. Probably because I'm on the White Trail, is my first guess. But it still is the only bird on the Rebentuli map that eludes me at the moment. Although, my next trek, not today, but my next plan of action is going to be going up further north along the... or I'm going to pass by the Black Trail and follow the Yellow Trail back down towards Central Camp. Because I want the 3 lookout towers all the way up here. Got the first one, the second one, and the third one before we reach that quest marker all the way over there. There's markers here for other landmarks as well that we can pick up along the way. We're just heading back to camp for the afternoon at the moment. For today. Right, I gotta remember to put Pip away too. Nice spot. I'm hearing less birds the further east we head. It was Bird Haven down center south. Further west even too. That's just a grizzly. There's the moose. Bolting. Quick check for grading, yes. See if we can spot anything across the lake. There's the other boat. That's where we're heading. Right over there. It's the boat we're taking up. That's where we're landing, technically. No resting zone. Slightly nervous because the moose ran away. Speaking of the moose. Moose is gone. That's a rock. I believe in you. There you go. No, they're following the moose. I think they can smell me. Still going. That wasn't that terrible of a shot. A little too high, but not that terrible. Wow, that's a fat miss. That is an abysmal fat miss. Still clean, but that should not have, like, that was a bit long. Is there another bear over there? Pip up, Pip. Tiny, tiny bear. Oh, it's a moose. You lose the trail. Terrible. That's not even a bear. That's not even a bear! We found a puppy dog and a rabbit all in the same section. Was it high? It's a very pretty bear. Bit of a belly on them too. Only a silver. No, it was low. Wow. That was very low. I thought I aimed higher than that. It was a quick shot, but... You still tried. How do I get? There you go. Even though you lost the trail, it's okay. Right. There was another bear. There was a moose that ran across the lake. I'm probably very self-conscious about the hunt. I said this like half a dozen times already. But the hunting part of the hunting game makes me very self-conscious. But to heck with it, I need money, so we're gonna be trying to cash out on our way back to the outpost. This was a hiking tour. Not anymore. Ptarmigan has the best warning call in the game. Ooh, what level are you? Do we have more resting zones here? No, it's all ptarmigan. We got a lynx come through. Might be able to find a lynx hunting zone. Like ammo count, 2 left in the 308, we've got 2 left in the 454, and we have 14 left in the Glock. Road! Right, at the end of this road is our boat. I really do need to get a control test for the 454 Kasul. This drop-off on this thing at range is abysmal. I don't know if it does have a polymer tip round, but if it doesn't have any better range, if the drop-off is still just as bad, I don't know it's ever going to be practical unless you're in self-defense against the pack of wolves. Yeah, this thing is point-blank self-defense against This thing, point blank, if you're defending yourselves against the pack of wolves, sure, that's closer than 50 yards, but any other situation so far, this thing has proved abysmally poor at its job. Like, the classification for 454 Kasul, it is an expansion round, it's hollow point, but it's classified up to water bison and water buffalo. Bison and water buffalo, probably. But despite that classification, this thing has completely failed to down anything it's pointed at beyond that 50-yard effective range. Compared to the rifle, for example, the 308 is effective up to 164 yards, but I've used even the 10mm here, effective up to 54 yards. That thing has even managed to stop things over 200 yards away. Like, the Glock has honestly gone above and beyond what I've expected it to. Given I don't like the brand or the company that much in real life, it's been quite a reliable tool to have here, just for the simplicity of the dot. For the simplicity and the effectiveness of the sights and the range of the firearm, it's honestly been great. But the 454 was like my toy, that was like the thing! I got the 454 Kasul and I was like, yes, I can now stop a truck, right? And it's done none of that. Alright, All that being said, we're done with Hunter Call of the Wild for now. Just as it starts raining, too. What kind of purpose would you have for that? Are you hailing in boats? I guess you might actually be hailing in boats, given there's a dock right here. Fair point. I stand corrected. Right, we're putting Pip away, though. Pip can stay here. We'll be going off on our own. They are level 29. One more level and we can actually get them that final upgrade. I do wonder if we're ever going to get a second dog in the game. I don't really know. Given the dog breed would have to entirely dictate its AI, I don't know how they would have two different dog breeds. The Bloodhound is a tracking dog. So then how would you have... I don't know, like, what would you bring? Like a fox hunting dog or something? Did Dachshunds ever get used for fox hunting back in the day? I know there was a couple of places in UK, Europe area where you would have tiny little breeds of dogs that were taken out to chase down foxes. How far away was that? It was 100 yards. With 454 Kasul, bear in mind, graded for water buffalo and bison. It at least does its job, I suppose. Kind of. It just doesn't have the raw stopping power I'd expect. I think that's really gotta be my only complaint. I was expecting 454 Kasul. Perhaps rose-tinted glasses from the Helsing franchise. I was expecting it to kind of pop a bit more, but oh. I'll put my toy away. I've had my fun. It only comes with the hollow point bullets anyway, as far as I know, so... You do have hunting pressure, right? Yes. What to say? I kind of just jumped to that conclusion, like, oh, vital spot hit. Of course it's gone down. 454 Kasul at maybe 100 yards tops. Lung shot? It was like vital organ hit, that's guaranteed. But it, again, I'm just underwhelmed by it. I don't know how. Maybe that's how they're balancing out the weapons now. Maybe the super overpowered stuff is weaker, but the low powered entry level stuff is stronger, so that you're not grinding your way through the game as much as you used to. Which, when a phrase like that, doesn't seem like such a bad thing. Plus the tracks too. The moment I put Pip away, and here we are fumbling through shrubbery and small growth just to find some tracks. Not here. Alright, well, this is where we're ending anyway. Going on a last hurrah, get one more paycheck for the day. No more messages on Discord. I'm not sure when the Unicorn Brigade anniversary is actually starting. Probably after dinner at this rate. Given it's mid-afternoon. We're gonna be having that dinner and then jumping onto ESO by the looks of it. Which gives me a few more hours. So, once I pick up the tatters of this trail that I lost, ooh, apparently I didn't have the drinking zone. Of course not, I didn't spot the thing. Just kind of got off the boat and it was there. So, the track has wee sort. I think that's mine. Got you. Back on the track. This. Still not a narrow cone, so it's got another dot in it yet. I think I see it over there. We've got... Nope, that's a different animal. Lots of trampled areas here, though. Doesn't help. Oh, what's your problem? The last track we had was this. If we go with a straight line... It's not being a straight line, that's the thing that's throwing me off. It's all wonky. It's had a through line, but not when it's made the usual way. Oh, hello. Straight line would have ran me afoul, apparently. But like this 450, there you go, there's the actual summary. 450 full Kasul, 45 yards away. This is at effective range. That thing did not have enough punching power or stopping power to do anything. It barely tapped. I am genuinely underwhelmed by that thing. But we just ran out, we reloaded, so we're gonna get rid of it. I need something with a lot of stopping power, which would be my 4570 once I get that. I don't actually know what the 4570 is graded for anymore. Not since they reworked all of the I haven't had it since they reworked. Oh, trampoline! Let me on. I haven't had the 4570 since they reworked the hunting difficulty tier list. Let's find out. We've got the Sunberg can go, the ammo for the Sunberg can go. But let's find out before we get too excited. Where is compatible items? Aha! I only need a handgun score of 5,400 to get the hard... Okay. This is a gun for late game. If I can get the polymer tip, the flat nose hardcast stuff, then I will take it back out, and I'll be curious to see how it performs. At the moment, though, what was the site that Stuart mentioned a little earlier? The Hawkeye site. Have a look. That's ammo. The Helios 4x8x32. We've got the Hyperion. Do I not own the Helios? Oh no, I appear in 4842. 4832? Ah, the Helios is for the lever actions, I remember. So I do have the good scope. Right. There's a scope for a handgun, apparently. I guess that's the one. The Ghost Hawk Red Eye. Alright. We could possibly... No, we can't take out a tent. We only put a pistol away. Oh, there's loadouts now. Oh, look at this. How do you get loadout 6? You pay for it? I don't know I'd ever need it. 45... Yeah, we're not carrying that around. 45 can go away, but I do need something. Perhaps a shotgun. The 12 gauge, and we've got... Ooh, the Cuso. 1897 Soldado. Is that a lever action? The model 1897 was a family heirloom of Salvador Suto Munoz. I butchered that last name. Offered to you as a gift. The following text is engraved on the side. This particular model is chambered in 16 gauge, makes it a very versatile weapon in the hands of a skilled hunter, effective against game birds and deer alike. If we do take out a bird... So... There is a handgun here. It's a 44? No, it's a 45 410. It can take birdshot. But it's 45 Colt, so it's effectively the same as what we just had, but it's the revolver version. I do need more shotgun score though. Let's have a look. I don't want a 20 gauge. The Miller Model 1891 Sheriff. Rancher. And Deputy. Ooh, Deputy's brass. Okay. Deputy's brass, we know what we're taking. I do wish there was categories, rifles, pistols, shotguns in this menu, because there's just so many. I don't even remember what it was called. Miller Rancher Deputy. We want Deputy. What does it take? Some nice bit old brass work, but it's got some detailing on the woodwork too. Let's have a look. Paints. I am very glad they just added a bunch of wood materials to the materials list. Though this, whatever this is, animal stripes, matte sand, tan metals. Like, we need more of this brass work. That's an absolute easy sell for me. If you put in brass work into the game, guaranteed I'm making most of my weapons brass. I might just keep it stock. Applying the material over the top changes the some of the pattern. We just keep it as it is. It runs, oh my good lord, 3. It is 10 gauge brass. 10 gauge brass shells. With the largest bore in any commercially produced shotgun, the Miller Model 1891 leaves little to be desired when it comes to close range stopping power. That works! It's my backup panic button. There you go. It's my panic button. Oh, wow, these... Okay, no, that's not a slug. They do have slugs. price difference there is insane. Alright. That's such a versatile raid. That's like the entire animal kingdom right there, summarized in 3 different rounds. We'll take the slugs. How much are they? $1,000 per 10? $100 each? We'll take 10 reloads. Everything. That sets me back massively, but that'll be plenty. Storage, ammo. And I don't think... No! It actually doesn't have any attachments, that's it. That's my new... Don't run at me, please. You say it nicely, don't run at me, please. And they can't be mad. Let's have a look. That is a terrible iron sight. I mean, it'll have to do. It's a shotgun, right? Just aim slightly above where you want to hit, close range. Like, you wouldn't aim there, because it's gonna be too low, right? You would aim there, and it would go lower than where you sight. Shoot the extinguisher. I don't think they coded that in. Ooh. It did put a fair dent in it, though. I don't think those things would be bulletproof. Ooh, I almost missed the board dance from... Good lord, how long ago? Okay, 13 left. We got plenty. That's where I'm gonna be leaving Hunter for now. Oh shoot! My plan has backfired. My whole thing I wanted to do. Ah, crud. Do I have anywhere I can install this? No. No. Yes. Kind of a not really kind of yes, but a yes all the same. Hey, that's a bit of a mistake on my part. I had a whole plan set up, ready to go, and then I forgot to actually do any prep work part of the plan. So now I may have half hour to kill. In my 2 hours left to kill before doing ESO, I now have to kill half hour to do the thing I wanted to do. We have a lot of internet, so I'm just gonna steal a good 2/3 of the internet I have. What is the time, actually? Maybe I can steal the whole lot. Maybe. Alright, now would be a great time to take a very short break. Since I do need to kill a little bit of time, I'm just gonna turn off bandwidth limiter entirely. Let's just see how quickly I can get this downloaded. It's 50 gigabytes. So, half hour at peak. Assuming no one else complains and that my stream doesn't crash. It'll take... Ouch. Turns out, at peak speed, it's actually going to take a minute per gig. Very sad. It's still counting down pretty quickly, though. It dropped another whole minute off just then. Oh, no, it's back to 50 minutes. So, 50 minutes for 50 gigabytes. I'm gonna need a plan B. I'm gonna have to stream Call of the Wild again. That's fine. Plan B for 2 hours time. Could always dawdle about in Fallout 76. I could show off my settlements that I built in Fallout 4. We do have a lot of you know what, actually, talking of incomplete games, there's one I've been playing recently that I could do a bunch of story content for the next few hours. So, let's jump over there. And we'll just pretend that stream title didn't exist so I can reuse it in like a week's time. Some music, it's too quiet. What's a random game I could play right now? Randomly. I mean, you know, there are so many things I want to play, but they're different games than the ones I need to finish. This is forever my problem with my Steam library. I'll start a game, go, I should finish it this time, and then wander off and do a bunch of other things instead. I do want to finish Intravenous. Sorry, not Intravenous, Produce, which was the Doom-like. Gorgeous, gorgeous looking Doom-like. I technically still have the marathon series I want to beat. Alright. 10% downloaded. I am going to take a very quick break. I'm going to go keep my ear very close to the ground, and hopefully I don't hear any people online yelling about the internet being shit, because that's just going to get it rebooted. So, I'll be back in a few minutes. I might get myself some more ice cream. Don't go anywhere. I'll return, and hopefully we'll be able to keep the download speed this fast. No, I need to do something. Okay, I've been thrown for a loop. My plan has been thrown into the wind and I don't have a backup. So, here are the options while I'm gone. Raid, clear, chat, sound alerts. Where is... Start a poll while I take my short break. Manage your poll at... Right, manage your poll. Create a new poll. Question. Oops. I didn't have that game installed. What game? Mid-Earth, Shadow of Mordor. What other games did we have? No Man's Sky. a couple of games in there, and have a look. Echo, good morning. Hope you're doing well. You know what? Marathon's actually really difficult to drop if we are called into a trial. I can't pick marathon because that would be impossible to stop on a whim. Hello? Since we only may have an hour minimum left, I've got a couple of games that we can drop on a dime. Since a lot of them allow you to just save and quit at any point. Right, so. Start poll. What game do we switch to? Oops. I forgot to install the one I was meaning to switch to. Uh-oh. I need a backup plan. But, okay, while that's running, I need to make sure no one else is complaining in the house about me using the entirety of our bandwidth to download this game anyway. But, I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes with a fresh cup of tea. Don't go anywhere. You can still see me flat behind all the artwork. I haven't updated that in so long. I've had a couple of pieces I need to add there. But I haven't really done a whole lot of behind the scenes work since I moved house. In fact, I've kind of... Either way, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get a cup of tea.
Here are male redwings feeding together in Florida, where they go for the winter. There's not a single female in this flock. The males arrive long before the females. Early in spring, the redwings return to the northern marshes where they raise their young. These flocks are a familiar sight during March and early April in most of the northern states and Canada. When the females arrive 2 or 3 weeks later, each decides which territory or which male she wants for the summer. Females are easily distinguished from males by their straight plumage and by their dull shoulders. Females do not sing like the males, though they they have a number of sharp call notes. When the males arrive on their nesting grounds, the flock scatter, and each male selects a small territory in the marsh. He drives the other males away and sings and displays his scarlet epaulets.